What up, what up, what up? Welcome in, everyone. How's everyone doing? So, I think I got this under control. Was not sure if I was going to be able to do this with my AirPod today. So, thanks for all my cookies and creams that have been hanging out, doing this on the StreamYards with me. So, I do appreciate everyone hanging out right here at the Texas Gal Clubhouse, TGIF, guys. I've been up since early this morning. My favorite cow, my heifer, finally had her first baby. So that's super exciting for me. But yes, so Corazon, my girl, my heifer, she had her first baby during the blood moon, I guess, last night. And the baby and her were walking around. Super duper exciting for the family. So this is the fourth baby in 4 weeks for us. So the farm is doing pretty good. We still are having some issues with the third baby and its leg, but we did finally get the second calf feeding off its mom and doing very well. So we're just hoping that we can help fix the baby's leg. So appreciate it. Welcome in, Ryan. Thanks for coming into the show. Double tap that screen, hit that like button. We are always trying to get to 50 likes. That is our goal here on the Tubi Tubes. So I do appreciate you coming in today. So my favorite cow, Corazon, she had her baby. So we're excited about that today. I had to go to work earlier this morning. I had a client, got that done and taken care of, and now we are doing this on the StreamYards. So that's why all the makeup get up. Look professional. Professional today. We're gonna be professional. Number one degenerate right here on YouTube. Welcome in, guys. I do appreciate everyone that joins the stream. I am the number one degenerate in the world in this small corner of YouTube. I definitely appreciate it. Don't forget the jokes are free. They're free all day. The jokes are free. They're free on me. So I'm in special places and happy moods today. So having all of those cows that coming in and having all these new babies. Yes, there's been like 2.5 weeks of some really bad times having to make sure that the one calf is feeding from the one calf, and then the mom getting bit by a snake and stepping on the other calf and hurting the other calf. So we're trekking uphill slowly, but no. That means our Chicolito boy is producing babies. He's doing his job out there. So thank you, Chicolito. We appreciate it. So I had a couple videos I wanted to try to show today. So let's see. But yeah, I'm going to show a couple videos today, go over some things with y'all. Sorry. Not sure if that's what I want to do. That's what I was doing yesterday. So let's try it. I've got one person in here. watch this, guys.
A coil of wire connected to an LED. Now this LED has two different colors depending on the direction of the current. When I move the magnet into the coil, the LED lights up. That's right, I'm generating electricity just by moving the magnet. Now if I switch the magnet around, my LED lights up green. Now if I shake the magnet back and forth, I get both colors. I am actually producing an alternating current. Now, this is not much different to how electricity is generated. Yes, scaled up and much more efficient, but generators work under the same principle, by the relative motion between wires and magnets. Now, we rely on our electricity for our lighting, cooking, in fact, pretty much everything. Whether it is from non-renewable sources such as coal-fired and nuclear power plants, or renewable ones such as wind and hydroelectric, would you believe that much of our electricity comes from simply moving loops of wire between magnets, or more efficiently, by rotating them? Now, here is a model generator. In this case, my wire is looped as a coil, and this coil is situated between two magnets. Now, watch when I move them by rotating them in between the magnets. And just like my earlier demonstration, I am generating an electrical current.
Just like an alternator in your car. So basically all these people that are out of electricity in Indiana, Gary, Indiana, they can be using their car right now as a generator and produce electricity for their whole home.
So how does it work? It was Michael Faraday in 1831 who determined that moving a magnetic field across wires, or more correctly causing a rate of change of flux, you generate an electromotive force, or EMF for short. Now EMF is an archaic term and it's actually a voltage. But what is flux? Now I have a more detailed explanation of flux in this video, and I encourage you to check out my website which has a lesson on magnetic flux. Now I'm using a very simple model here of our generator. Here are our magnets and I have my loop of wire. In essence, flux can be thought of how much of the magnetic field is passing through the area of the loop. So in this position, I have a lot of magnetic field lines passing through. So the flux is at a maximum. In this position, less lines pass through, and so I have less flux. And of course, in this position, no lines pass through the loop at all, and so the flux is zero. But it's the changing flux that causes a generation of a voltage. And then I can do this by simply rotating it, like so. And the faster I turn it, the faster that changes and the greater the voltage is induced. And if this loop of wire is then connected to
So now that we know what it takes for the generator to basically work, we want to look at how the car actually
lead,
works.
acid, it can burn your face off, and it can blow up. But you know what else? It can start your car. We're talking about lead acid batteries. So, lead and acid. I already said that. A 12-volt lead-acid car battery consists of 6 cells that each produce 2 volts. Each cell holds 2 thin plates. One is lead and the other is lead dioxide. The plates hang out in an electrolyte bath of about 65% water and 35% sulfuric acid. The cells are connected in series, and there's a positive terminal on one end and a negative terminal on the other. When the acid's in solution, the hydrogen ions and the sulfate ions are free to interact with the lead and the lead dioxide plates. The hydrogens bond with the lead dioxide, yielding a lead oxide and H2O. It effectively gives the terminal a positive charge. While this is happening on the lead dioxide plate, sulfate ions are busy bonding with the lead surface, forming lead sulfate and giving that terminal a negative charge. So, when the battery isn't being used, the electrons gather around the negative terminal, and they're not super happy about it either. After all, they are negative. They'd rather head over and balance things out over on the positive side on the battery, but they can't move through the sulfuric acid bath to get there. They need a different path that'll let them travel around to the positive side. That would be a circuit, which is a conductive loop through which electricity can travel. All of your car's electric bits are connected to the battery terminals by the wiring harness, and that makes one complete electrical circuit. When you switch on the ignition, all those electrons stored up in the battery get released. They race out through the negative terminal, through the wiring harness, to power your dash light, stereo, and everything else that runs off electricity. And then they get over to the positive side of the battery. Home at last. The chemical reactions and the flow of electricity can keep going until there's nothing left with which to free up electrons. When the lead plates get completely coated in lead sulfate and the sulfuric acid is diluted with water, well, you got a depleted battery. But one of the cool things about a lead acid battery is that those chemical reactions can be reversed. And that allows you to repeat the process over and over and over again. And over and over and over and over again. Over and over and over and over. But if your battery loses all its juice, well, those lead plates are coated with so much sulfate that the reaction won't reverse. Some battery chargers have what's called a descaling or reconditioning mode, and that uses a different, sneaky, pulsating kind of current to try to break up all that sulfate scaling, trying to get the battery to accept a charge. But when the battery's done, it's done. But there's some other concerns with traditional lead acid batteries. When this reaction's happening, sometimes we're producing a lot of gas. If the battery isn't properly vented, well, kaboom! And now that we've got a properly vented battery, well, unfortunately, sometimes that H2O is gonna evaporate. Then it throws off the balance of acid and water. Sometimes you gotta recharge it, which is different than recharging it. You know what I mean. So, how do you make sure that your battery doesn't just run out of juice when you're driving around? The alternator. The alternator gets its name from the fact that it produces electricity in an alternating current. That's called AC. But to get that into the battery, it's got to change it into a direct current, or DC. AC, DC. Woo! An alternator converts some of the mechanical energy from your engine into electricity. The battery is really only there to fire the engine up and run some of the accessories when the engine's off. When the engine's on, the alternator produces all the electricity that your car needs, while also continuously recharging the battery. An alternator is a little AC power generator that's bolted to your car's engine. So how does it convert mechanical power to electric current? Magic. Okay. Here's what really happens. The alternator is driven off the crankshaft by a belt. That spins a rotor inside the alternator. There's a series of magnets with alternating north-south pole directions that are placed around the rotor. The whole thing is surrounded by a stationary set of copper wires. Now, I know this sounds crazy, but when you pass a magnet over a conductive wire, it makes an electric current. With several magnets being continuously moved over a crap ton of wires inside an alternator, you get quite a bit of electricity. In fact, it makes a lot more electricity than a typical direct current generator does. At idle, cars need more than a DC generator can make. And so that's why we use alternators. Look, a bunch of voodoo hocus pocus goes on in there that has to do with electromagnetic fields and alternating currents. All we really need to know is that a lot of electricity comes shooting out of there, and it's in the wrong format, and it needs to get converted to the right format so that you can operate your power windows. To accomplish that, the AC power is routed to the diodes that stop the current from alternating, effectively forcing it in one direction. The alternator typically makes more voltage than a battery can handle, 13.5 to 15 volts, compared to the 12 that your battery likes to hold on to. Pumping in too much power can fry that thing. So after the AC-DC conversion, a voltage regulator stands between the diodes and the battery to determine how much electricity passes by. With the electrons now flowing into the battery, lead sulfate gets broken back down and the whole process can start all over again. Batteries! This episode of Science Garage is brought to you by yourselves! Guys, thanks for watching. We couldn't do all this cool stuff without you. Tune in every Wednesday. Click this subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Check out the Up to Speed on Nismo. Check out Nolan's Wheelhouse on how to import foreign cars. Check out shop.donut.media. Follow me on Instagram at BidsBardo. Follow Donut at Donut Media. Don't tell my wife I
So that's basically the top of the line there with the with how it works. Now there is a machine that will convert your car into a working generator. Hey, what's going on, y'all? How are y'all doing? Ooh, cancel. What's going on, Kenneth? How are you doing today? It's good to see you. Good to see you. We were just basically talking about how there is a lot of people that are in Gary, Indiana, that have been out of electricity for about 12 to 13 days due to the storm. A lot of them are complaining that they're out of food. They don't have a way to get power, keep their refrigerators on, etc. So I'm trying to teach people how they can actually use their car as a home generator. You'll be able to use your AC or heat, keep all of your appliances on, your heater, your basically all of your appliances in your house with just using your car. For the 12 to 13 days that they have been out of electricity, if they had a full tank of gas and about 2 or 3 gas cans, they would still be able to have run their house 24 hours a day like they have normally with just an inverter box. Basically, that will invert the energy from the battery from the alternator into the inverter, produce a generator, store your electricity about 2,000 volts. This thing is like $200, and you can just run your car at a consistent basis. So that's the videos that I was just looking over. So, I don't know if I'm very God sent, but I do care about human nature and I do care about humans. And I think that we need to be there for one another in order to provide knowledge and understanding and guidance. And if it wasn't for a lot of you to teach me where I am today. So, yeah, but yes, I was trying to teach people basically how to use their car in the dire necessary circumstance if you were in this situation. So these converter boxes are about like 200 bucks. They're really not that expensive at all. And they can produce about 2,000 watts. And like I said, a whole full tank of gas can last you 4 or 5 days. You will get very low gas mileage though by the time it's all done and said with, but you had your house AC'd or heated and none of your food to waste. The videos that I did watch, so many people having to throw away so much food, and they're worried about their loved ones that have oxygen things to do, that are on support machines and things like that. So there are ways to produce electricity. If the Amish can do it, we can do it. The reason why the Amish are basically Amish is because they refuse to be on the American power grid. And you don't necessarily need a huge generator that's going to cost you, you know, $800 to $1,500. You're not going to need, you know, power, what do you call it? Solar power panels and stuff like that, unless you were truly trying to stop it. So I definitely appreciate all my cookies and creams and all my sugars that always come and hang out right here at the Texas Gal Clubhouse. You guys are fun and fantastic. So I appreciate it so much. Stop sharing. Okay, let's stop sharing that one. Let's see. Screen share. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to figure it out. I am going to figure it out. Oh. Not this. Let's get some of these creates off of here. I need to get out of this tab. That would be my first issue. And then I can't find the cancel button. Of course. Interesting. Okay. I just wanted to see what that tab was. It said view on YouTube. That's like my YouTube studio. Interesting. Okay. Go back. There. Okay. Issues now. I just played videos and now I'm having issues again. I have to look at my screenshots because this was a really good video I watched earlier. Let's see. Give me a second. Let's watch this together. This is it. Yeah. Let's see what they're talking about. Yeah, great. It was that long. I thought it was shorter than this. Oof. Let's see if I can find something that's shorter. If they have a short clip. Okay, well, we'll just watch the beginning of it. I'm trying to figure out how to thing I gotta figure out is up. I don't know.
a big article diving into it. It is up at sportandstate.com, where I'm trying to write every single day. But, Buck, I wanted to start with actually something really positive here. I don't know if you saw this clip, but it's gone mega viral. It's from one of our friends called End Wokeness. He posts a lot of clips on social media. And I thought it went to the essence of why Dolly Parton is just so doggone popular. And it is a flashback to a 2018 interview when ABC tried to get Dolly Parton into to get her to attack Trump. Listen to this. This is cut one.
I just don't get into that. And so if you are deciding you may want to ask me something more serious, don't, because I'm not going to answer it.
You have a president of the United States who said those things on that bus.
I'm not addressing that. I do not get into that. Of course, I have my opinion about everybody and everything. But I learned a long time ago, keep your damn mouth shut if you want to stay in show business. I'm not in politics. I'm an entertainer.
And yet you're also a role model.
Yes, I am. That's why I don't talk about people.
All right. This is
10 out of 10. Perfect.
Hope everyone's having a
this
fantastic
is,
Friday.
Because I saw this clip.
I like that answer from her, by the way.
After commit.
What's this? Yeah, silence it. It was something I was watching earlier. I didn't realize that this was their longer clip of it. It was a short. So I hope everyone is doing fantastic. I am sorry that these streams aren't doing as well as they used to, but we're gonna just keep trying to continue on with the #1 degenerate. Yeah, that was just something I wanted to watch on this. I don't think the YouTube's pushing out any of my.
I do suspect she will be acquitted.
Videos or,
you know.
Well, no, she'll get the mental insanity defense. You think that's going to go? Yeah.
It's just,
I think so. I think Massachusetts apparently has like a very liberal definition. It's sort of harder in Massachusetts to convict someone of this when they are pleading insanity. So I mean, I would be not surprised if she rolls out of there today. But I started paying attention to it, thinking, why are they not mad at her? Why are they not sad for the children? And it became this sort of plaintive cry, all womanhood identifies because their lives are so hard, or the society has failed them. And so I tweeted, who are they mad at? I still don't really know.
Well, this is what I loved, and you had this tweet, and I want to read it because it came across my feed, and I read it on the show, and to me, so I look at it, and I think Buck looks at it. Between the two of us, we have 4 kids. There is no world in which a man kills 3 of his kids, and men show up and cheer him as he arrives at the courthouse. That would not happen. It does not exist. This is not a man thing, right? But you wrote, why? Because I think this goes to beyond Lindsay Clancy, and I thought it was just really well said. Why are so many women so angry? They won. They got everything they wanted. Men have never been doing this badly, and women have never been doing this well. They make more. They have the majority of jobs. They're the majority of college graduates. UCLA undergrad, for instance, 60% female. They make more money, have much lower rates of suicide, addiction, and alcoholism, and live longer. They won. They took over all men-only spaces. They took over the Boy Scouts. They ended men's bathrooms. They can fly fighter planes and be in combat. Marriage is optional. Divorce is no fault. They win 99% of custody battles. They control fertility at will. They can't get drafted. We're all living in the female future they promised. That is what you wrote. and yet
Right?
they seem so angry. That's what I can't get past. Why?
Not really.
Yeah, they seem to be fighting against sort of this like caricature of society
Right.
or the patriarchy that has been sort of sold to them by a kind of a like inchoate movement that actually I talk about in my book. I have a chapter called Female Liberation Theologists.
So manipulative.
And it's sort of become a new religion for not just feminists. It's not really that clear cut. Sort of like average, everyday suburban wives feel like they've been sold this idea that they need to be liberated because they're unhappy. Why am I unhappy? Oh, I'm being kind of oppressed by the things I thought would make me happy.
This
my husband,
disgusts me, guys.
my family, my children, my station in life, and I need to be liberated. So you have out there's if you walk into a bookstore, you'll see a huge table full of books written by feminists promising female liberation, why you should divorce your husband. There's a whole genre of books. You need to divorce your husband. Why there's freedom on the other side. If you could only get to the other side. And Lindsay Clancy was a victim of this, and she was just trying to liberate herself. She made it to the other side. And so that is sort of like this very dark undercurrent in all of this. Motherhood is hard. You know what? Motherhood is hard. Life is hard. Nobody gets a free ride. Okay. I don't care how much money you have, how much privilege you have. When you're home with 3 little kids, I had 3 under 3. It is, you guys know, it is difficult. Okay. But we can't excuse this. I mean, if mental illness could excuse murder, well, you can go to a men's prison. Anyone who's ever committed murder, obviously there's something mentally wrong with any murderer, right? So we should liberate all the murderers in prison today. Why does she get a pass?
Yeah, I asked that question, and unfortunately, Peachy, there are responses from people. Meaning, I ask it rhetorically. Like, we all must recognize that this is truly evil. And it's interesting to me as well, as you were describing this feminist liberation, female liberation impulse, a refusal to serve and a demand of absolute freedom at any cost. There's a book that goes into that, written a long time ago, about somebody who didn't want to serve but wanted to reign. And I think that there is actually something deeply immoral in the impulse here to free oneself from the obligations of parenthood, of being a mother in this case, and that could be held up by anybody as somehow admirable is shocking. On top of that, we have people who keep saying, and I'm seeing this all over social media as well, they say, I see, you don't understand, postpartum depression is so hard. I want to say, all depression is hard. All psychiatric problems are hard. PTSD is incredibly hard. It is a living nightmare for many people. But no one would come back from a war zone, murder their children, and have people say, hey, you know what? He had PTSD.
Right.
So
what type of depression isn't hard?
I stand with him.
Doesn't give you any excuse.
Yeah, I mean, every week there's a story in the news, another horrible story of like some man snaps
number one
and
moderator
mows down his entire family and like his in-laws, and they burns the house down. This is like a thing that unfortunately is part of like the human condition, that people will have these sort of mental breaks and they create these nightmares for their families. But yeah, I mean, like I said, like if this was an excuse, we would have no one in prisons, because no normal person would commit a rape or commit a murder or an assault. You must be crazy to do that. I'd be crazy if I went and killed somebody. So I should therefore be free.
I spent years of my life, Peachy, trying to help find suicide bombers either before or sometimes after, because they weren't always successful and they would try to do these things. And I think to be a suicide bomber, you have to be nuts. But we still either imprisoned or blew them up, depending on whether they were able to get to the place of the suicide bombing, of course. But, we would catch them in progress, and we didn't say, you know what, you're crazy. Let's just let you free.
Right.
Why? Yeah. So I just come back because the moment that this, so let me take a step back. If Lindsay Clancy were having this trial and her attorney, because I've done criminal defense law, was arguing she's not responsible for this because she's mentally insane, and that were the story, it would be a tragedy and it would be awful for the families involved. And you could debate whether passed. And I'm curious how you would analyze this because I wrote about it in that respect. The WNBA, right? Men can become women. A lot of these same women would make that argument. They have also, many of these same women, I think, decided Luigi Mangione is too attractive to put in prison, even though he killed a dad on the streets of Manhattan in cold blood. And I think a lot of the Charlie Kirk conspiracy theory is actually being driven by women who are in this true crime mindset too. Why are so many of these women having their empathy used for the most evil possible ways that empathy could be used? And how is it all happening? Because I see these things connected in many ways.
Yeah, the sort of suicidal empathy.
Yes.
You're empathizing with the wrong people, and like, why are you doing that? And I think for some of these women, it's sort of like a social contagion and a virtue signal. You want to, if all your friends on Facebook and all the moms at the carpool line at school are posting about Lindsay Clancy and how hard their lives are, how much they relate to her, you don't want to be left out. And there is, and I've written about this before, that there is this very human female tendency, quality that we have, which helps sometimes and hurts us sometimes, of wanting to fit in so badly that we let peer pressure, even if we're not kind of conscious of it, kind of guide our actions. I mean, sometimes you'll see this where like a friend group of women, when one gets divorced, they all will get divorced within a couple of years, because the one who got divorced will come back and say, oh man, it's awesome, I'm dating these like hot guys, like look at you guys with your old fuddy-duddy husbands. And so these sort of ideas for women just like spread very quickly, and you want to fit into the clique. And look, I do think there is, feminism has taught women now over 2 generations that they are victims, that you are just a victim, this helpless victim of this society that was not built for you, that doesn't like you, that hates you. Men hate you. Your husband probably hates you. You can't get ahead in the world. And here you are now saddled with your children. And so all of this has created this sort of like toxic mindset.
Do you think social media is exacerbating the toxic mindset? Is that making this worse than it would have been in the 80s or 90s? Or do you think in the early 2000s, these same groups existed, they just weren't as public because they didn't find each other?
No, it's 100% social media driven. I mean, I made a joke on X that like men should put their wives in a Faraday box at night so they can't like access these TikToks. But maybe all women would be better off, sleeping in Faraday boxes. But yeah, I mean, the reason why we have the sort of like trans stuff with young kids is 100% social media. It's 13, 14-year-olds going on Reddit or whatever and reading about why they might not be a boy or they need to be a girl. And we didn't have all this stuff. That's why, like, for someone like me, Gen X, like, there was no trans person in my high school. Like, not a single one grew up and became trans. Why? Because we did not have the internet. Okay, we didn't have an iPhone. And so, yes, this is 100% being driven by that. I mean, I think that once this trial kind of fades away, this movement will also kind of fade away. Just like, the like Luigi Mangione stands, that will kind of fade away. It's a trend. Women love trends. And unfortunately, what we don't have, though, and I think I posted this a few days ago, where are the women cheering for the mothers of multiple small children who don't strangle them to death? Like, where were the moms helping me out, the women helping me out in the grocery store? When I had, at one point, 3 under 3, I would have a little baby on my chest and like one in the cart and one next to me, and they're like fighting or throwing things or baby's crying. And I would just get dirty looks by women. Not men. Men would help me. Men would offer to like, help me with my cart or like hold the door open for me. Women just shot me dirty looks. Like, that's a lot of kids,
wow.
And I share this, and many women have that similar experience.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think lost in a lot of this as well is that the reason the state of Massachusetts is bringing these charges against Lindsay Clancy is that those were 3 human beings with rights of protection, not just as humans by from in God's image, but also from the state. There's an obligation. They're not pets. They're not the property of a mother to do with as she pleases. And I think people have lost in this that those were 3 human beings who were murdered and that they have individual rights. It's not just Lindsay Clancy's mindset and rights that should be talked about. But really quickly here, sorry, hard turn, pardon the phrase. Your car, you're living in California. You've had your car stolen twice in 2 days recently?
Yeah. This is a new one for us. We live in what we think is like a decent part of town in the San Gabriel Valley, Pasadena, California. Half the neighborhood burned down last year, so there's not like a lot here left. Okay. And so I have a car. It's not a fancy luxury car. It's just like a kind of like a decent SUV, and I got it last year. And we park it in the driveway. And so yesterday I came out. Last week I came out. It was the first day of school for one of my children. So he got them all ready for school. Walk outside, car gone. I was just like, wait, where is it? Like, wait, how did this? Huh? At first I thought I was like dreaming, and no, it was totally gone. And this car is like a new car, so it came with an app that you could track it. I never had a car like that. So my husband tracked it, and it had been parked. It was parked sort of nearby, like a quarter mile away in a like less nice neighborhood. We called the police. They escorted my husband over there. He had the keys, got in the car. It was undamaged. They dusted for prints. Obviously, they didn't, like, as if they were ever going to like try to catch this guy, right? Like, what a joke. We got the car back. That night, we're like, okay, we got to make sure it's locked. We have to like put lights on. We tried to make everything like a little bit safer with what we had. Woke up in the middle of the night at 2 a.m. My son knocked on the door, woke me up. He had woken up to go to the bathroom and looked outside. And he woke us up the next night. Mom, your car's gone again. And
that is crazy.
Did the same thing. Yeah, we got it back. But now I have a club, like the old school club on it. And we're trying to maybe turn it in. I could not believe this happened last week.
And you were able to catch. Do you have any idea? We'll go to break. But thank you, Peachy. We appreciate the time. And we'll be back here on the flip side. We'll take some of your calls. Thanks for hanging with us on Clay and Buck.
Thank you. I'm done.
On the flip side, I love when people say that. Yeah, I got 2 viewers today. Just 2, Cole. That's it. How are you doing today, Cole? Grandma's doing pretty good, actually. I got my favorite pepper. Actually had a baby today. So we have 4 babies now in 4 weeks right here on the farm. What? We're winning. I'm winning. May not be winning the YouTube streak, but I am on the beat. I have to shut that. I'm gonna put you up there on the my friend. I bet if you hit more than 400 subs in 2 months, I'll delete my account. You're doing everything wrong. Last month I got 360 subs in 1 month. So whatever. Doing something right. Thank you. Coming in, Cole W. Steph with the tools to Jules. We appreciate it. Coming in with the Jules, giving me some sort of donation here on the channel. Thank you so much. We appreciate it as always. Thank you so much. Bye, later. Out here. We'll go ahead and post that on the community post anytime someone donates a super chat, tools, or gifts or membership on this channel. I will give you a shout out on your channel on my community post. So I appreciate it. Shout out coming your direction. So, thank you for hanging out at the Texas Scout Clubhouse, guys. So, we're just going over a few videos that I kind of wanted to watch with y'all. Since you guys wonder what I watched, and I do appreciate it. Let's see. Let's find some more videos to watch. Why somebody would want me to delete their account. If you get 400 people, I'll delete my account. Give a shit how many people you have. Like, do your thing. Over here up on my ass, wondering what my ass is doing. It's the weirdest thing. People are very strange. So yes. All right, guys. I don't think a lot of you are getting my notifications, but we'll just keep trying it out. Keep working it on. I mean, yesterday, shit, I got like 400 views, and I was very clueless as to what I was doing. So let's see. Still kind of clueless, but I'm doing pretty good. All right. That's still doing good. All right, perfect. I'm going to be right back. I've got to excuse myself to the ladies' room. Sorry, y'all. I am. She's back. Drop the link for anyone who wants to come up. See if we can figure out that. Much better. It's much better. Got it better. All right, guys. TGIF, Corazone, my girl. She had a cow. So my heifer now is an official cow. We are excited about having new life here on the farm. So our new fan Cole, he it's letting us know that we're doing everything wrong. Everything. So hopefully we get some more people in here, guys. I know that I normally don't go live this early, so we're just going to try to run the stream as long as I can until I get hungry. Probably have to make lunch off stream and come back, just leave it running. I already have chicken already made, so we'll just have to sit and do that. Confused. This is giving me hard time.
to check in and see how things are going and that everything is fine and you haven't noticed anything strange.
No, everything seems good.
Yeah. Nothing out of the ordinary at all. Nothing.
No,
I don't feel like anything's blocking anything or air coming in and out of the old nose just perfectly fine.
Why do you keep asking me questions like that? So is something there that shouldn't be there? What do you're being really weird.
Okay, yeah, I apologize. Okay, full transparency. I guess I should just get to the point. So we think that maybe, possibly, Captain Side-Eye might be still up in your nose there. And I wanted to make sure.
Captain what?
Captain,
in my nose?
Captain Side-Eye. Yeah, that's his name. But,
Captain Side-Eye? What is that?
Okay, well, all right. So the doctor who performed your procedure, the surgery on your deviated septum there, he has a lucky charm, basically, that he keeps with him during all of his surgeries. It's a Lego pirate head named Captain Side-Eye.
What?
Yeah. And after your surgery, he could not locate Captain Side-Eye, and he's...
You think it's in my nose? I'm sorry, can I just... You think it's in my nose? You think there's a Lego in my nose?
Pretty sure that there is a Lego pirate head stuck in your nose, yeah. Sorry.
What?
You know, that's kind of probably shocking to hear, but yeah. So apparently...
Are you kidding me?
I wish I was. But it sounds like your voice is moving pretty well and nothing's blocking it. So that's good. We just want to make sure that the Lego pirate head doesn't, fall out of where it's at.
You need to get this out of my nose right now. I can't believe this is crazy. Are you serious right now? There's something in my nose that he left. You need to take this out of my nose right now, or I'm going to call my lawyer and I'm going to sue his ass.
Yeah, see, that's why I was calling. We were hoping we could do this sort of under the radar, no lawyers involved, nothing.
Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? No. I'm going to call my lawyer right after we get off the phone. This is unacceptable. I can't believe this. There's a Lego in my nose. Ah!
Yeah, it's a Lego pirate head, and it's a cute little guy. So it's not, it's not.
You are going to I'm going to sue the out of you guys. This is so up.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? That's my nose. That's the center of my face.
Yeah.
That's my breathing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. And see, this is the fourth time this month.
Did you just laugh? Did I just hear you laugh?
This is just
Who are you?
Fourth time
what did you say your name was?
This has happened this month, and so we're trying to kind of keep it under wraps.
The fourth time? So you're telling me that there are 4 other people that got Lego stuck up their nose? Well, that's a class action lawsuit then.
Hang on, I'm sorry, Erica.
Millions of dollars.
Erica, I am so sorry about that. I didn't hear a word you said because I just heard from the doctor. He just peeked his head around the corner. Apparently, he found the head of his pirate there, Pirate Side-Eye.
Well, then I'm going to.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, sorry about the false alarm there. Motorcycle Steve is still unaccounted for, though.
Motorcycle Steve?
Yeah, it's a Lego motorcycle guy.
Can I just ask you a question? Are you about to ask me if I have a pirate Lego up my nose right now? Because I don't think I can take that.
Hey, Erica, this is actually Jubal from the Jubal Show doing a phone prank on you, and your husband set you up.
What?
It's a joke. He said that you had surgery on your deviated septum a little while ago and wanted to mess with you.
Oh my God. What? I'm going to kill him.
There are no Legos in your nose. Just wanted to mess with you.
Oh. Oh my God. I can't believe I thought there was a Lego up my nose. I'm such an idiot.
Hello?
Yeah, are you ready to get the D or what?
Get the what? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, is this Ozzy?
Yeah, this is Ozzy. Who's this?
Yeah, what's up, Ozzy? My name is Donk, and I'm the dude that's giving your girlfriend Megan the D.
What? I'm sorry, what? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, like, I've been giving Megan the D for like 3 weeks now, and like, we have a guest pass thing going on, and so I talked to her and asked if I could call you to see if I could give you guys both the D at the same time.
Wait, you talking about?
Sorry about that, dude. My name is Paul Donkler, but like everybody around here just calls me Donk. I work at the fitness, and like your girlfriend Megan signed up like a few weeks ago, so I've been giving her the D ever since.
Wait, hold. What have you been giving her?
I've been giving her the D 3 times a week.
Yep.
And like,
Look,
so far she's loving it, dude.
Okay, hold on a second. Like, it sounds like really bad, man. Can you just tell me what you're trying to say?
Oh, dude, I'm just trying to like invite you to get the D as well, dude.
Like, I don't know what you're talking. I don't want the D. Okay, that's not something I want. And what are you saying about my girlfriend in the first place? Like you're giving her the D?
I should have totally explained. Like, so anyway, your girlfriend signed up at the fitness a few weeks ago, and like with that, you get a trainer. You know what I mean? And so like, I've been training your girlfriend.
Wait, hold on. So we don't need to. Are you manhandling her or something? Is that what you're doing? But
I'm just.
Dude,
bro, it sounds like you're like a little bit upset, and I'm just trying to figure out why.
I'm a little upset. Like you're like manhandling my girlfriend and saying you're giving her the D, and you're calling me. You want to give me D too? Like what the f is that?
I would be honored, dude, if I could give both of you the D at the same time, dude. That's why I'm calling.
Dude, I don't know what the you're talking about. Okay, you're crazy. All right, I need you to stop getting in contact with my girlfriend. I'm going to call her right now. This is weird. And you're like saying you would be honored to give us both the D at the same time?
Yeah, dude. That's why I'm
calling. What's going on? No, that's ridiculous. I don't want your D.
Okay, but like, dude, you've never really tried it before. Like, you might have worked out with some other trainers before, but like, until you've had my fitness program, my name is Donk, and so my fitness program.
Why are you still talking to me? Your name is like, stupid.
Okay, dude. Like, I get it. Like, you know, sometimes people are scared to get in the gym, you know, and that's why my fitness program called the D.
Yo, this is not about the gym. This is about you trying to give D to my girlfriend and me. I mean,
no, like, I've been giving your girlfriend's been doing great, right? And but like, we get.
Oh, shut up, man. Let's talk about my girlfriend now. All right. Your D or whatever you're talking about, okay?
The D is like Donk's customized fitness plan. Like, you know what I mean? It's all my training rituals and regimens that I put into one thing, and I call it the D.
That's the name of your workout program?
Yeah,
Donk? The D?
Yeah, and Donk.
That's what you're calling it? That's the stupidest name I've ever heard.
I think I get it, bro. Like, you're probably like a little nervous because, like, you know, you're worried that like Megan, your girlfriend, is gonna like, you know, catch feelings or whatever for me.
Look, no, that's not why I'm pissed. All right, I'm pissed because you called me and you told me you're giving my girlfriend the D
for 3
and
weeks.
You're giving me, and you want to give me the D for whatever weeks. Did you even know what that means, bro?
Well, it's my fitness program. It's called the D, dude.
Yes, well, it's a fitness program, bro. Listen, I'm calling my girlfriend right now, and let me tell you, the first thing I'm gonna do is make sure she does not work out with your ever again. Got it, Donk?
Well, before I let you go, dude, I do have to let you know that I got her pregnant.
Bro, tell me where you are. No, tell me where you are. I'm coming to your place. No, I'm coming to your work.
Ozzy, this is actually Jubal from the Jubal Show doing a phone prank on you, and your girlfriend Megan set you up. It's a joke. She said she started working out at the gym with a trainer a couple weeks ago and wanted to mess with you.
Oh my God. You were going to say D one more time? I think I was going to. Hello?
Are you ready for the big day?
Sorry, who's this?
Oh, hi, AC. It's AC.
Yes?
Yes. Hi, AC. My name is Juniper, and I work with photography, and I'm just calling to check in and go over a few things before your big engagement day.
Wait a minute. Who's Juniper? I've been talking to Dave.
Oh, yes, Dave. I'm one of Dave's assistants, so I help him get ready for shoots, and so I'll be there with him on the big day when you pop the question to your girlfriend and ask her to be with you through
hang on, wait. Is there something wrong with you, or is this the way you always talk?
Oh, I don't know what you mean by that.
I'm not going to lie to you, and I don't mean to hurt your feelings.
Oh, that's okay.
But
we grow from her.
But but you sound creepy.
Oh, well, I don't know why I'm projecting sort of a creepy demeanor to you, but I don't mean to come off.
You sound like Vincent Price in an old movie.
I don't even know who Vincent Price is. How are the nerves?
Jess, how are the nerves?
Yes, are you nervous about the big engagement?
Well, I'm really not. Man, you're making me feel weird. No, you're making me feel weird, dude. I need you to back that down.
Okay.
No, I need you to back that down. I need you to back that down just a little bit.
Okay. Let's move on. If I can just, I can tell that I'm, maybe you're a little off put by my demeanor, which is fine, and I don't take any offense to it. I know sometimes.
Well, and I don't mean to be offensive, but you sound. I'm not gonna lie to you. You sound creepy as hell, man. I mean, really,
I don't know.
No. Hey, I don't think you understand it. The way that you drag everything out and the weird, low, almost attempting to be sultry voice and everything else. I feel like it's a persona that's been put on. So just try to talk to me like a normal human. Just ask the questions.
We'd like to make sure that you could position yourself so that we can be on the left side of you, because we've noticed that you have a very strong, solid left side. If you were to be asked what your good side is, it would be your left side, just for future reference.
So what's wrong with my right side?
The right side is fine. It's just that the left side is better and stronger. The other day when you were getting your dry cleaning,
Wait. How do you know that?
Oh, it's just that when you were carrying the dry cleaning the other day, I noticed.
What's wrong with my right?
Wait a minute.
Yes.
You saw me carrying my dry cleaning?
Yes, I saw you carrying the dry cleaning the other day.
How? Whoa. How did you know I was picking up dry cleaning? And why were you watching me when I was picking up my dry cleaning?
Oh, I haven't been watching. I've just been taking pictures.
That's watching. What the is wrong with you?
I've just been taking pictures of you for the last 3 weeks in order to prepare.
3 weeks? Are you out of your damn mind? What the?
It's just to prepare for the candid shoot of your engagement, to make sure that we have all our angles covered.
This is not what I signed up for. Look, put Dave on the phone. If he doesn't call me back in a minute and a half, I'm calling the cops on your creepy ass.
How long has it been since you heard from Dave?
What did you do to Dave?
Oh, I just wondered how long it's been since you've actually talked to him. I'll make sure that he calls you back.
No, it's what did you do to Dave?
I didn't do anything to Dave yet.
Yet? I'm calling the cops. That's it, man. What happened to Dave? What did you do to Dave?
This is actually Jubal from the Jubal Show doing a phone prank on you, and your brother set you up.
What?
This is a joke. It's a prank phone call. Your brother said that you're getting engaged in about a week, and he hired a photographer, and he wanted to mess with you.
He is such an ass. I love him, but he is an ass. I was so worried about Dave, man. I didn't. Hello?
It'll be there tomorrow.
Hello? Who's this?
Hi, this is Juniper. I'm calling from Furniture. I was looking for Justin, who has a couch that he ordered a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, man. That's me.
Hi, Justin.
Sorry. Yes, hi. Yes.
How
okay,
are you?
you're saying I'm doing okay.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I've been waiting on the couch for a bit. So
Yes.
yeah, when
Well, good news. Your couch will be delivered to you tomorrow. I've been making sure to take extra precautions to make sure it's all perfect for you when it gets there.
okay. Thanks, I guess.
It's a very comfortable couch.
Okay.
I've been spending a lot of time on it.
Wait, what do you mean you've been spending a lot of time on it? It's supposed to be a new couch.
Oh, yes, your couch. Yes, the new couch that you're having delivered. That couch is, yes, I'm not talking about. I'm sorry, maybe I was being confusing. That couch has been boxed up and ready to go for a while now after they were putting the finishing touches on it. But I know it is a comfortable couch.
Okay.
It's a great couch that you ordered, is what I'm saying.
Yes, that's why I ordered it.
And it's the couch is very comfortable as well. I bet you're going to be sad to see it go.
Sad to see what go?
Oh, the couch. The couch that you have now. I'm sure you're probably sad to see that one go, seeing as you're getting a new couch delivered tomorrow.
Wait, so when you say the couch is comfortable, what couch are you talking about?
The couch.
My couch?
Yes, the couch that is
How do you know my couch is comfortable? Why are you being weird, man?
Oh, I'm sorry if I'm coming off strange to you. I don't mean to come off strange. I was trying to have some pleasant customer service type conversation.
No, you're being weird, man. You're talking about couch and my current couch and that it's comfortable or not comfortable. I can sleep on that
couch for hours, as I have.
Wait, did you say you have?
What's that?
No. Did you say you slept on my couch?
I'm sorry. What was that, Justin?
Yeah, did you just say that you have slept on my couch?
Full disclosure, yes, I've slept there a few times to get the feel for the space where the new couch will be.
And you're saying you've been in my house, man? Listen, I'm calling the cops. I'm going to have you arrested. I don't like that you've been in my house, and I'm going to make sure I take care of this, all right?
Let's not do that because this is actually a prank phone call.
What?
This is actually Jubal from the Jubal Show doing a phone prank on you, and your girlfriend set you up.
Oh,
it's a joke.
You had me really pissed off for a second, man.
She said that you ordered a couch a while ago.
Yeah.
It's still not there yet, but she wanted to mess with you.
Oh, man, you really had me think this guy was like this creepy guy coming in my house, man. I just couldn't even deal with that.
Hello?
Yeah, it's a great day at Cable. This is Pete Eakins. I was looking for our customer, Reese. I know that we've gotten a couple phone calls from you. And it seems that you've been missing the person that install your cable and get you all set up and good to go in your new place.
Well, I haven't been missing. They haven't been showing up. They've been
right. You haven't been there when they've showed up. Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't miss them. I was home. I was available. The people never showed up, and I've been calling you multiple times to see what the deal is, what the problem is. I'm very upset by this because I need my Wi-Fi. You know, I haven't had Wi-Fi all month. What's the problem?
Gotcha.
Here?
I can tell you're upset, and I'm so sorry about that. Let me put you on a brief hold. We'll make sure that you get set up by the end of this phone call because that is unacceptable.
All right.
All right. Put you on a brief hold real quick, and I'll be right back with you. Humpty Dumpty sat on my counter. Humpty Dumpty, I've had a great fall. Humpty Dumpty's about to in my tummy.
What? Hello? What is that noise? What is happening? Hello? Hello? Excuse me? Oh, this is ridiculous. What is happening?
Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, hello. Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
It sounds like you're cooking.
Yeah, I am cooking along. Yeah, cooking along, getting it all resolved for you. I'm going to place you right back on hold, though, okay? Put it on hold because you got to get the egg. Oh, man. I'm just so hungry.
Hello, I can hear you cooking. What is happening right now? Are you going to fix the problem? Are you going to set up my internet? Hello?
Oh, yeah. Hello?
I cannot believe this.
Hello?
I want to speak to your manager right now because this is truly one of the most ridiculous experiences I've ever had to deal with. You're not even helping me at all. Instead, you're like sitting there cooking breakfast and singing to your eggs like a weirdo. You think I want to hear that? That's not how you do customer service. What kind of job? How did you even get this job?
Well, that's a very good point. I'm going to transfer you along. If I could interest you to do a real quick customer satisfaction review survey for me.
You don't want to hear what I have to say.
Okay, good point. I'm going to send you along to a manager. How about that? They'll help you out.
Yeah, please.
Yes, hello. This is the manager. My name is Ted Thibodeau. How can I help?
What is going on over there? I have one guy leaving me on hold, cooking eggs and singing to his breakfast. What is the problem? I don't understand. I need my internet hooked up. You guys act like you're going to help me, and it's the worst customer service experience I've ever had.
You said that one of our employees put you on hold but was making eggs and breakfast? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah, that is...
I could hear sizzling, eggs, bacon, you name it. I heard it all. The guy was cooking breakfast and singing to his eggs, and that's what I have to deal with when I just need internet.
I'm so sorry about this.
I'm about to go to another provider. This is absurd.
Well, completely understandable, and I would urge you.
What kind of company are you running?
Well, that is what I'm thinking here and what you just told me, because that is highly unacceptable. What kind of company are we running here? Nobody should be doing that on a customer service phone call. That is just ridiculous. Now,
exactly. How did this person get hired in the first place? Now, are you going to help me, or are you going to put me on hold and cook some eggs as well?
I do need to place you on a brief hold, but I will not be cooking eggs. That is for sure. But I need to just get some information from you, and then since I'm the manager, I'd have to pull up your account and stuff like that. So I'm going to put you on hold, and I will be talking to that employee later on. Trust on that, okay?
Yeah.
So sorry about this. So I'm just going to place you on a brief hold, and I will be right back with you. All right, gonna get that dealt with. I can't believe it's ridiculous. I just got to check on the birdies real quick.
Hello, I'm not on hold. You did not put me on hold. I hear everything you're doing.
How y'all doing? They pretty birds. Come up here and get a little something.
Hey, you idiot! I can hear you. Hello.
Yeah. Yes. Hello. This is Reese.
Yes, this is Reese, and cancel my service right now. I'm done.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll just let you know it's a prank phone call then.
A what?
Hey, this is actually Jubal from the Jubal Show doing a phone prank on you. And
no,
your friend Samantha set you up. It's a joke. She said that you've been trying to get
do something like that.
She said you've been trying to get cable at your new place. She said you've been trying to get cable at your new place, and they keep messing up, and she wanted to mess with you.
Hello?
Hi, this is Pete Eakins. Is this Paul?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Paul, we've never met. I'm calling from corporate HR, and I just need to speak with you real quick about something that I have heard has been going on in the office. Do you have a moment?
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody alerted me the other day that you had stepped in gum actually in the office hallway. Is that what happened?
Yeah, actually, not just that. Couple days in a row I have.
Okay. Wow. So a couple days in a row, you're walking into work or walking down the hall to your desk, and you step in actual gum that was just on the floor in the office.
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. How did that feel when that happened?
Well, it felt gross, and I don't know why it's there, why people aren't respecting the environment.
Yeah, the office environment. I mean, throwing gum on the carpet, don't you think?
Right.
Yeah.
More than once, yeah.
Yeah. And you have any idea who it might be? That's why I'm calling, trying to figure.
It's pretty funny. I enjoy watching a lot of his stuff is quite funny. Two on there. Oh. Yo, what up? How are you doing? Welcome in. I was just watching some prank calls. One of my favorite prank callers that I enjoy watching. right. It's been really drying on my face. It's driving me crazy. Go back right here to the StreamYard. Welcome in, Crystal. Double tap that screen for me. Hit that like button, girl. We're gonna try to watch their funny videos. I was just watching some funny videos on here. We're gonna load up some more stuff here in a second. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Get this right.
No, I want to look at the process of these.
All right, guys, let's get this going. Time to load it up. Stage. I want to do it around here. It's okay. Let's play it. Okay. Need to reload it. Stop screen. Let's try it again.
getting myself involved. After it comes down to case.
Come stand right up here in front of me. So here's the thing, Mr. Hill.
Yes, ma'am.
There are some times when defendants have the right to represent themselves.
Yes.
But I'm going to go through with you some information, and I want to make sure you understand. And I don't want you to do is to make this trial worse for you.
Yeah.
Because I'm required to go through a series of questions and talk to you about some things before I allow you to do that.
Correct.
So I also, before we do that, I'm going to take judicial notice of the court's files in the cases. You have been, I think, twice evaluated. You've talked to Dr. Krapon. You've also talked to Dr. Hamza. They both made findings as recently as, I think, 6 months ago that you're competent to stand trial, that you understand the nature of what's going on, at least, right? Okay. So here's the biggest problem with someone who doesn't understand the law representing themselves is that you can't get any help. Okay. So you have to follow the same rules, just like Mr. Nichols has to follow. And there's this book that he has that has all the rules in it.
Correct.
That he's used for probably 25 years.
Yes, ma'am.
You haven't used this book, have you?
I have used it. It's actually in the law library, and we order our own judicial books over there.
So have you ever really studied the law, though, other than getting ready and looking at the books in the jail?
Yes, ma'am.
Where and how'd you study the law?
Online.
When?
Before I actually got into jail.
Okay.
It's something that I've actually read over, and it's not something that they always teach at school, but we do have these justice classes that they allow us to study.
All right. So have you ever represented yourself before in any kind of criminal action?
Not exactly.
Okay.
This would be my first time around.
So I want to make sure you understand what trial we're here for today. What trial are we here on today?
We are on trial for an accusation of aggravated robbery.
Okay. You know what the maximum penalty is for that?
You did tell me that the maximum penalty, minimum is 5, and then the maximum is 99.
Okay. Or life, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you've already shown me while you're sitting there that you're having a hard time following the rules. And Ms. Perazo has been practicing law probably almost as long as I have, which is 30-something years, okay? She's tried a lot of cases. Defendants don't always agree with their lawyer and exactly how they're doing things, but there's always usually a reason why they're doing things the way they are. Usually it's because the law requires it. And if you're there, you'll be at that table by yourself. You won't be able to, I can't help you. I can't give you any. All I can do is stop you when you're doing something wrong. And if I'm continually stopping you because you're doing something wrong, that's not going to look good to the jury, right? It's going to look like you don't understand or you're being disrespectful. Yes. So you have the right to do that. But just based on everything I've seen in our interactions over the last couple of years, yes, I'm going to strongly advise you not to represent yourself. It's a terrible idea. Do you understand?
I still want to go through with it. I feel like I'll be able to say the things necessary to defend myself on all the fronts that.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing. You're not going to be able to say anything other than ask questions until you testify.
Okay.
You don't get to testify from that table over there.
Okay. No.
You're not get to say, well, I did this or I didn't do that.
Yes, ma'am.
The only time you get to say that is when you're sitting in that chair and I've sworn you in.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you're sitting there, you're going to have the same patience that I'm asking you to have while you're sitting next to Ms. Perazo. Okay. Because she's not allowed to do anything other than get up here, ask questions of the witness.
Yes, ma'am.
Legal questions that are allowable.
Yes, ma'am.
But you can't pipe up and say anything when Mr. Nichols is questioning them. You can't stand there and ask questions or talk. You can stand there and ask a question, get an answer. Ask a question, get an answer. If you start asking questions that I don't feel are relevant, or Mr. Nichols makes an objection and I tell you stop and ask a different question, you have to follow that rule or I will have to stop you from asking any questions.
Gotcha. No problem. I mean, shit, I was raised up on Law and Order my whole life. You could ask her. So my grandmother right there, CSI and Law and Order.
I have a feeling if you were given an opportunity to talk to your grandmother, that she would tell you this is a terrible idea.
She's scared. She's never been in this position herself.
No, but she's watching you, and I think she understands what I'm trying to do is not hurt you, but help you.
Yeah.
And Ms. Perazzo is trying to do the best she can to help you.
Put the pants and shoes on to see how I feel.
Okay, so are you telling me now that you want to waive your right to have an attorney and
Yes.
you want to represent yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Because I'm scared of leaving it in anyone else's hands. Sometimes when you want something done right, you got to do it yourself.
Well, I would agree with that on some things. I would not agree with that on in this case. I think you're making a terrible mistake. I'm going to ask you to pay attention, and
Yes, ma'am.
when and if I say stop or ask a different question, that you immediately listen and follow my instructions.
Okay.
If you don't, I'm telling you now, I will have to make you sit down, and you're not going to get out what you want to get out.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you're not going to know how to do it legally.
Okie dokie.
All right, so what I'm going to do, Ms. Perot, have a seat. So, Ms. Perazzo, what I'm going to do is ask you to stand by, but not at council table.
Yes.
That way, if there is a change and Mr. Hill would like to think better of his decision, that you would be ready to step back in. Okay, so if you just have a seat, maybe out there in the gallery.
Yes, ma'am.
I see y'all. Good morning, of course. Thank you for having me, Ms. West.
Speak out loud and clear. Is that on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you for having me here on the stand today to be able to present my testimony on behalf of myself for better reassurance and defense on things of acclamations going on here.
Mr. Hill, you're speaking fast and you're speaking kind of low. I need you to speak out loud and slowly and clearly so everyone can understand you.
Okay. Again, I want to say, I want to take notice of this video footage to say that in the past couple months before, I have been taken to custody under the detention of Jefferson County in the facility here, which I have had to deal with some pretty arbitrary inmates and disgusting foul play and things that I am usually not used to in the free world. It has been very tough for me, but in regards to this has definitely changed my life in a way that has been a bit more conductively convexing for me. I want to admit here they did choose to drop the charges throughout the process of me going to previous hearings before this trial and this process. And throughout the process, they offered me deferred probation about this same exact.
Can I object to him talking about any? I guess he thinks we were going to dismiss his cases. I don't know.
Was it offered? Did you offer me a couple times?
I haven't offered you anything, and whatever was offered, you refused, and that's why we're here today.
In this process, I remember having an attorney named Thomas Burbank before Lord Perozzo, who I paid extraneous attorney fees to. Is it okay that I submit the amount or say the amount?
Go ahead.
I paid Mr. Burbank $10,000 shortly after this situation due to the aggravated robbery that I've been accused of. And if I would have went through the process of born out instead, we wouldn't be here today, and I would be able to better be proving my innocence outside the system instead. So I have been in detention since then, dealing with the results of these situations that have unfortunately played a hand on PTSD and anxiety for me in the court proceedings. So they have been putting me through rigorous work. I can admit to y'all. So again, I do apologize to Joshua Bill for the things I've said and some of the other officers in the facility. So I hope that helps y'all get a better depiction of me on behalf. I know yesterday we left off on some extraneous accusation commitments for further grueling effort to, provide competitive legality on the standpoint of things. And, I want to say they are not completely alignable with this video. And of course, the brief second y'all see me run out of a vehicle. Of course, y'all did not see any weapon. Y'all officers did not provide y'all any weapon, otherwise they'll be able to show y'all today at court the handguns or anything that they said they have had. So again, I still want to go through the process and protect myself in that demeanor. Prosecution has brought in individuals that have exhibited their own testimonial hearsay, but they haven't gave the material proof to acknowledge that. So if it's any additional problems, please provide whatever I can do to protect myself amendmentally through the 4th, the 5th, 6th, First, and the 14th Amendment. I will try to do if I can. Just to provide proof beyond a reasonable doubt. So my own diligence cannot be squandered towards the specificities of these charges. These have been sad times for me, and I'm just searching for equality right now. So I thank you so much on the precipice of the idea that on these accusations, and hopefully I can get better. I ask y'all to at least allow me the minimum due to the amount I've paid, and the amount of time I've spent incarcerated in a facility. My grandfather, who paid for these crimes for me, has died, of course, while I've been in the facility. And it's really down bad for me right now. Right now it says, of course, if y'all have read the general principles that were handed to y'all under the jury instruction.
They don't have it yet for punishment.
Okay. It does say the state has the burden to prove every element of the offense beyond a reasonable doubt.
So, Mr. Hill, that's the one, they've already done that. They've already found you guilty. So this is just about punishment.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I want to reassure y'all, of course, in this process, I apologize for the things that y'all may have heard. If y'all feel like it was pretty disrespectful for y'all, I can understand many of y'all were baby boomers from the baby boomer era. Y'all don't really agree with these terminologies, but this is where I grow up, and I plan to move forward, get back to box if y'all can allow me to community service is what I'm hoping for, is community supervision at home, maybe on house arrest. Can I show them this monitor on my ankle?
Not right now.
I think it'll be a whole lot safer than spending my time incarcerated with murderers that I've had to deal with and people in the facility that I have been bullied by and attacked and solicited by, so on and so forth. So I can make sure that my grandfather's money has been used properly instead of having to deal with the annexation and things going on in these facilities. It's pretty bad, pretty disgusting. And that's about it so far.
There's one other thing that we talked about that you need to make sure you say if you want to ask for community supervision.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I do. I definitely.
You remember?
I'll ask him, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Nichols. Whenever you're finished, Mr. Nichols will make sure that it's done properly.
Okay.
Are you ready for Mr. Nichols to question you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Nichols.
Mr. Hill, you've never before been convicted of a felony, have you?
No, sir.
You have several cases pending, however, don't you?
Under these legislative, yes, sir.
This video is a retaliation charge. That's a 3rd-degree felony that's pending against you, correct?
Yes, sir. They did offer to drop this one.
The burglary that Jasmine talked about yesterday, that's a 2nd-degree felony, and it is pending as well, isn't it?
Originally, they did not go through the process of...
Is that case pending? Are you indicted for burglary?
If so, it maybe has just been indicted, an idea, things.
You also were arrested and convicted, excuse me, let me rephrase that. You were not convicted. You were charged with fleeing a police officer in 2023, correct?
Yes, sir.
And on June 26, 2024, the misdemeanor court put you on probation, correct?
Could you explain fleeing?
I'm sorry?
Could you explain fleeing for me?
You were put on probation for that case, weren't you?
Yes.
And that would have been just a few weeks after this traffic stop, this retaliation.
Yes. Could you go deeper into detail about this situation?
What do you want to tell the jury about that situation?
Fleeing for some people can be more of a terminology in which some people may say you tried to run away from the laws. In that case scenario, I was only driving. Like this situation, Joshua Beer said, it took you a little second to stop your vehicle. And this was one of the traffic citations in which I was encouraged to stop my vehicle. And before, this was one of those times which those traffic citations were more of a situation where I was being hawked down by police due to me not being able to pay my insurance because I'm an 18-year-old that has to pay $600 or $300 for the insurance and then more for the vehicle. So I'm trying to save my bag up and dealing with things.
You got stopped because you had traffic warrant.
This time, that time around, it was just a random traffic stop. And I had a slow road, maybe about a couple miles, about 10 miles per hour. And I didn't want to stop in the middle of the street. So I stopped inside of a parking lot, maybe like half a block down because they were annoying me because they kept stopping me on traffic citations.
Who was annoying you, Traylon?
The Beaumont Police Department kept giving me traffic citations about my insurance and I couldn't pay my insurance off.
Do you understand you're required to have insurance if you're going to drive in the state of Texas?
Yes, sir. But
so every time you drove, you're going to get another ticket if you get caught, right?
Yes, sir. I tried my best to find cheaper insurance, but I couldn't find anything online. I searched over like 15 different companies and all of them
You're on trial for shooting at Kate Torres and at James Flanagan. You understand that, don't you?
Yeah. But there's no proof of that.
You've been found guilty of that.
I don't understand how I could be found guilty if there's no proof.
You've been found guilty.
But how if there's no proof?
You've been here all week, right?
But what video of me shooting is
There's not a video of you shooting. So happened on the
how can I
Let me ask my questions. Let me ask my questions. You've gotten every courtesy all week to do things your way. And you still can't listen to the judge's instructions or follow the rules. Why can't you follow anyone's rules, Traylon?
Because I have the right to the First Amendment to argue back my point, and I did, which I'm just a young man searching for legal consultation, in which y'all have not provided me the legal consultation.
Why can't you follow the police instructions?
Because I'm broke.
Why can't you handle your girlfriend breaking up with you?
That's extraneous, but I'll answer because I love her.
Why did you punch a hole in her wall?
Because me and her, because I love her.
You punched a hole in her wall because you love her. You stole a pistol from her because you love her?
I didn't steal that pistol from her. If she says I took a pistol, if I've ever taken anything from her, it's because of her own good. But I don't want to say that I took anything from her.
You heard her testify that it was a Ruger EC9 pistol, correct?
Yes.
And do you remember the messages that you say aren't you conversing with Kate Torres about buying a gun?
At the same time, no.
Do you remember, you know which messages I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's not mine.
And you say it's not you?
It's not me. That's not my account.
But in these messages, the person that you say is not you offers to trade with Kate Torres. Can I give you $500 with an EC9 Ruger? You see that?
Sure.
It's a heck of a coincidence, isn't it, Traylon?
Regardless,
Your definition.
It's just a coincidence. It's just hearsay. I said it wasn't my account. Now you can prove that's.
Why can't you follow the rules in jail?
Because this is a mental asylum. I've been put under a pre-investigation, which means a Prison Rape Elimination Act, in which inmates try to go through the process of mishandling me in the shower. And then also on top of that, they wouldn't give me my property in the facility. So I put it in to talk to the captain, and I asked to be moved back to general population, and they repeatedly ignored all of my grievances that I put in the system, and that's why I keep calling for my discovery.
Is that why you keep masturbating in front of female guards?
It's because I'm a sexual addict. I think it's called a nymphomaniac. After getting out of high school, I moved this girl in with me, and
I don't want to hear about that. I'm not asking about that. I'm asking why you can't follow simple rules in jail.
It's because due to the fact of me being around these inmates, they have a pretty bad influence in ideas.
You think maybe you might be the bad influence, Traylon?
No, I don't think so at all.
Do you deny that you stole a can of pepper spray out of an office and sprayed another inmate? You did that, didn't you?
What I can say in the act of that was this was an inmate that had been bullying me in the facility as a matter.
And you stole a can of pepper spray and sprayed him in his cell.
Stole is a hard word to say.
Well, was it yours?
I didn't steal it.
Where'd you get it?
It was on a desk.
On the desk? Not your desk. You don't have a desk in the jail, do you?
No.
You're not allowed to have pepper spray, are you? So you took a can from a desk and sprayed another inmate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this inmate is the type of individual who stole my glasses from in the facility. I had a pair of Ray-Bans that were $400.
So the month of June and July of 2024, you had a pretty rough go, didn't you?
I had a horrible go.
You're threatening to shoot a police officer. You agree with me? That's what you said. I'm going to shoot you. I'm going to shoot you in the head. I'm going to shoot you in the stomach. But your words, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to eat your, what'd you say, neck?
I think I said I'll bite him. I'm
going to eat your kids.
I think I just blurred out my anger after being body slammed down.
That makes it okay to threaten someone's children?
No, sir.
Eat your neck?
And then several weeks later, you break into Jasmine's house and you destroy her stuff. You punch a hole in the wall and you take a gun.
That's crazy.
Am I wrong here?
I don't want to claim that I took a weapon, but I will say
Ruger EC9.
I will say that I was in their home as a co-inhabitant.
And her mom's car gets shot up a couple days later, doesn't it?
We can call this more of a, if you want to, we can call it more of a mental psychotic period in which I was mentally ill about all of these situations. I'm mentally ill.
And then July 14th, these two boys told this jury how you stole a gun and shot at them. And you've been found guilty of that, Traylon.
Somehow, someway I have.
In what world should you be on probation if you can't follow simple rules, much less stop shooting at people?
A perfect world.
No other questions, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Nichols. Mr. Hill, do you have anything else you want to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Once again, I do apologize to y'all. I know I started this off a whole lot better on my terms of defense and the things I was able to say. I still want to deny some of these accusations just due to accountability-wise on legal amendments that I can defend for myself in other areas. So if they're not cooperable in this court, somebody will find them cooperable, of course. I hope y'all can find them cooperable for me to at least say this kid had a bad one, get him back in the boxing ring and let his uncle penalize him and put him back on the straight and narrow path. Because I was on the narrow path and trying to be on the narrow path, but I didn't have the money. And dealing with Jasmine Newman, it was pretty tough for me. I'm adopted. And I grew up without a father. And I grew up without a mother. And I've been through a lot. I've been beat up plenty of times. Dealing with these situations, and I don't want to continue it long. So I hope you can find it in your heart. I'm not rich, but I got opportunities out there to be better. I'm trying to find someone to speak to in the vicinity, but they don't provide me what I'm looking for. So, I gotta kind of deal with it myself. So that's all I gotta say for right now.
Any other questions?
You're on.
All right, go ahead and have a seat.
I truly hope that Trent Hill is seeking peace and getting right with God, and he needs to be in a Texas prison while he does that. What y'all heard in punishment confirms what y'all did in the guilt phase. He robbed Kate Torres and shot at him and James Flanagan multiple times when they tried to stop me. And what y'all got to hear through the punishment evidence, threats to kill Beaumont police
100%
officer,
plan tears.
escalating to burglary of his girlfriend, Jasmine Newman, taking her gun. Same gun mentioned in those messages. And several weeks later, shooting at Kate and James. I don't want him to escalate to a murder to where he shoots or kills somebody. I'm begging, I am imploring y'all, make sure he has no chance to do that. Because when someone shows you who they are, when they show you how their violent actions escalate from threats to brutalizing Jasmine, to shooting at people, what comes next? All the stuff from the jail shows you he can't follow rules even while in custody. Throwing feces on a guard, spraying another inmate, and all these horrible things he does in front of these female guards show you he can't follow the rules. Even when you are in jail, you know your trial's coming. Can't stop doing these things. You would not be human if you didn't have some sympathy for this young man. We've seen it all week. His behavior's a little erratic, but we're here for the violence that he puts on people. Probation is for people who can follow rules. Probation is a minimum punishment. Probation is for people who accept responsibility for their actions. He still won't admit what he did to Kate and James. He dances around every question of the things he even admits he did. If you can't follow the simple rules, you're not going to follow probation.
And then massive
And I don't
in
want to
front of the
live
workers at the jail.
in Jefferson County if he's back on the street. You don't either. We talked during jury selection about why do we punish people? Why do people get sent to prison? Protect the victim,
right?
Protect the community.
Says he loves her in some weird
Don't let Kate or James or Jasmine ever have to worry about him being back out and coming after them. For the whole community's sake, let's not put him in a position to hurt anybody else.
Have a great day, Ashley.
You get a gun to shoot and hit somebody next time.
I'll see you again tomorrow.
I don't want to be the one to tell a victim, sorry, he was on probation, even though we knew he had shot at people before, even though we knew he had threatened to shoot police officers, but we turned him back out on the street. These two verdict forms, the first one is no recommendation of community supervision. This is the one that matters. Y'all are going to fill in a term of years. I'm not going to tell you what to do as far as the time. That is for y'all to decide, but it needs to be substantial. It needs to ensure he's not in a position to hurt anybody else in the free world. And that is what I'm asking y'all to do, and I look forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nichols. All right, let the record reflect that the jury is seated, state's attorney's present, Mr. Hill's present. At this time, I'd ask the foreperson, has the jury reached a verdict on punishment?
Yes.
And is it the unanimous decision of all the members of the jury?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. You can hand it to the bailiff. Cause number 24, DCCR 1615. We, the jury, having found the defendant, Traylon Hill, guilty of the offense of aggravated robbery, assess his punishment at imprisonment in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice for a term of 40 years and no fine. Mr. Hill and Mr. Nichols, you both have a right to poll the jury. If you would like, would you like me to poll the jury?
Go, guys.
Do
Do you want me to ask everybody if it's their individual verdict like I did before, or you accept that it was the unanimous decision of the jury?
Oh, excellent slide.
All right, so we're going to do the same thing, ladies and gentlemen. I'll start on the front, ask you if this is your individual verdict. Sir, is it yours? Ma'am, is it yours? Sir? Ma'am, is it yours? Yes. Sir, is it yours?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Go down to sir, is it yours? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
And is
Yes,
yours?
ma'am.
And obviously is the foreperson's. Thank you. All right, then at this time,
All right, guys. Texas Gal's out for now. I'll come back here in a little bit. I'm gonna need me some more.